In the last 24 hours, the market has gone from lukewarm to absolutely red hot, FOMO everywhere. And I'm seeing the question, oh my God, am I too late? Have I missed the run already? Guys, it's been like 48 hours. Alex Becker says, this is it, my faithful few. Every move since 2023 has been for this exact moment. Everyone doubted. Everyone said to sell sooner. Everyone said not to buy the alts. We tried to tell them, and now we must leave them all behind. It is finally altcoin season. And he said this morning, this is literally just the start, because I've been trying to get a gauge myself on how long does this banana zone, this exponential rewards actually last. Crypto God John tweeted out a week ago that he estimates that it'll be 6 months. And he says the next 6 months can change your life forever. We waited years for this moment, literally 2 to 3 years. And how do we know this moment is here? Well, Bitcoin dominance is finally dropping. You can see it dropping over the last 24 hours from that 64% all the way down to that 63%. And if we zoom all the way out on Bitcoin dominance chart, we can see the last alt season started when Bitcoin dropped from 70% down to about 60%. And it bottomed out, funny enough, if you don't know this, this is how you know when to sell your tokens. But the top of the altcoin market has always been when Bitcoin hits 43% dominance, which we're projected for this red line to drop and alts to absolutely fly. And you can see this in what's called the altcoin index. At the moment, it's sitting at a 39, but look at the direction of the altcoin index from down here in Bitcoin land all the way up to this altcoin blue zone. And even down here, I mean, once it gets to the top, it doesn't last long at the top. That's where we're going to make a lot of money, but we also make a lot of money on the way up there. This is where we're going to see 5, 10, 20 X's. And even just this morning, I mean, this is how you know you're starting to get into altcoin season. Crypto God John, who is one of crypto's biggest influencers, says, monkey see, monkey do, ape. And you can see, monkey see, that he left the Y off monkey. Now, this was referencing a meme coin that is likely partnered with Crypto God John. And you can see literally on that 24-hour chart, this is from 6 a.m. this morning. Right now, it's about 1:30 p.m. And you can see that it went from a 1 million or a freshly launched market cap all the way up to a $14 million market cap. Guys, that is a solid runner, unlike almost anything that we've been seeing over the last couple of months. Elon Musk also tweeted, Annie, are you okay? So you're okay. Are you okay, Yanni? Everyone knows the song, but he spelt it A-N-I because it is the name of the Grok companion, that anime-looking girl. And have a look at what that coin has done since the 15th. Right now it's the 17th. So this is literally 72 hours. It's gone from 0 to $63 million. These are market caps that we have not seen for a very long time, especially in this time frame. So right now is the time to print money with alts. But this comes with a massive caveat. And if you're not aware of this, you may lose money while everybody else makes it around you. Crypto God John says what I was talking about in yesterday's video. The game has changed a lot over the years. Even if we get a true alt season, not every single altcoin will pump like they once did. It used to be everything in alt season at least 10x'd. Not the same rules this time around. The altcoin market is oversaturated now with little attention span for holding if it's underperforming. People rotate so quickly. My best advice is to play the narratives and where the volume is. Dump the laggards. He also followed up and doubled down on his bull market thesis. He says, this won't last forever, but the next few months look promising. Again, a few months of exponential growth, which is more than enough time for us to cash in. Now, given this concept that not everything's going to run, in yesterday's video, we talked about Alex Becker holding 71 different tokens, which is likely going to grow to 100 tokens over this bull market. Well, over the last 24 hours, we've been filtering out all 71 of those tokens for the Goldilocks 21, which I revealed in my video yesterday. And then we want to filter it down further because we don't want old narratives. We don't want things that have already run. We don't want things that are bundled. We don't want things that Alex Becker is not going to promote in the future. And we found for this video, the Hot 5. And in this video, I'm going to break down these 5 tokens that Alex Becker is still partnered with, new narratives, lower market caps. You can see the market caps down here, 17 mil, 21, 10, 52. We're going to end on a special one. Don't go ape this one until I tell you about it, but it's a $2 million market cap, which is absolutely absurd. And I don't know, normally I wouldn't cover things that low, but I don't care anymore. It's a very fascinating token. I want to tell you the story about it. There's a lot of potential upside in it, so we'll get to that at the end of the video. But first, I want to start with an Alex Becker token that has been an Alex Becker token for quite a while, but is starting to pick up again in the news cycle, and they are also a partner of this channel. That is Vertical AI. And Vertical AI have been building since late 2024. They are the no-code platform for AI model fine-tuning. Train, deploy, and monetize AI models effortlessly through our integrated marketplace. They currently have just under 30,000 users and a working product. Alex Becker tweeted back in January, the odds of Binance listing top AI coins like Destra, Pinlink, and PAL is extremely high. These coins will surge and then trigger an even bigger surge, meaning a higher ROI, that's why we're talking about these tokens, in smaller AI coins like Vertical AI, the token we are talking about right now. And if you follow us here on the channel, you know that Alex Becker actually gets a lot of his partnerships through his friend Ilya Trades, who they just launched Black Hole this morning together. And you can see that Ilya Trades holds Vertical AI as it's in his disclosures. And you know, Ilya Trades is not actually holding as many tokens as Becker, funny enough. Now, Vertical AI is also about to go multi-chain as they are tied into this Avalanche launch from Black Hole Dex, which is Becker and Ilya's project. And they've been called the most underrated AI crypto gem right now on Twitter because they have a very strong team and partner. They have a transparent team with AI and Web3 experience, backed by early believers in AI DeFi fusion, no stealth mints, open dev updates, and very strong community engagement. Right now, at the time of the recording, it's going up as we were recording this. It was down at 15 mil when I started scripting this video. You can see the all-time high was up here at $110 million. It's had a massive pullback, but they've been one of the tokens that continue to build even though their token has been trending sideways. And they plan to take full advantage of this super cycle and will likely claim all-time highs if the AI narrative is strong enough. On to token number 2. A $21 million market cap. Now that comes with a massive asterisk. Let's actually jump into that market cap first, and then I'll tell you why it's so strong. It's currently at a $21.43 million US diluted market cap. But if we zoom in on the all-time graph and we have a look, it's had a massive jump up since yesterday. What was yesterday? That was you guys going and buying it because we talked about it in yesterday's video. It's gone from 15 cents all the way up to 21 cents. That's another reason how I know that the alt season is back, because we as a community, even though we're small, are having massive effects, a 50% increase on smaller token. But I still believe ZKML is a strong pick if you're going to choose out of Becker's 71 tokens. They say they're pioneering privacy and security with blockchain and AI frameworks, integrating advanced networks like Oasis, Wormhole, and Anon to empower our application. Now let's have a look what Alex Becker has to say about ZKML. This was Kazi back in March 2024 talking about an 11x on ZKML. This is when it was sitting at 60 cents. Let's go back and have a look. It's currently sitting at 21 cents for reference. Alex Becker replied, "It's PAL's little bro." That's another token I'll show you in a second. "I expect it to mirror PAL, aka PAL goes to $1 billion. ZKML will replace PAL at its current mid-cap market cap. March 13th, 2024. If we have a look at PAL, March 13th, 2024, this is March 9th, it's basically right here at the top at a $500 million market cap is where Becker believes that ZKML could rise to. And interestingly enough, in this Becker 5, in the hot 5, I want to bring you tokens that are front of mind narrative, because in the 71, there's going to be a lot of tokens, probably 50 plus tokens, maybe not quite that many, maybe 35 plus tokens that he will likely never mention again, but was originally partnered with them. And ZKML actually came up on a very recent mention just 3 weeks ago on Alex Becker's channel when he said that this could run into the hundreds of millions. So it is still something that Alex Becker is pushing, which takes us to our second smallest market cap of the hot 5 Becker tokens, a $10 million market cap, and that is Parallel AI. They are unleashing the power of parallel processing to slash computational times for AI developers up to 20x, which is a pretty powerful narrative. However, Parallel AI is a very interesting one, because if we come back and look at the graph, a lot of people inside our inner circle and a lot of people who followed Becker back in November, December, January made a lot of money on Parallel AI as it went from a $26 million market cap up past $100 million. And this was a successful Alex Becker recommendation because it did parabolic things and crossed into that 9 figures, $100 million plus. However, just like a lot of AI tokens, it had a massive pullback and has basically lost 90% of its value and flatlined at about a $10 million valuation. And honestly, I thought this was going to be one of the tokens that Becker would never mention again. But Strangely enough, it popped up in that same video from 3 weeks ago as a tiny crypto that could 100x in 2025. Now we're in that part of the market where you have to look. It was actually at a $4 million market cap when he mentioned it, so it is already up a 2.5x from there. But there is this tweet over here when Becker was flexing the gains back in, where was it, October 2024, saying that parallel AI has been up only since last week. He says, I'm not saying parallel AI goes to $260 million market cap. It's a good AI coin, so by all means it can, saying the potential is there for 260 million market cap. What I'm saying is if you think you're missing out, we aren't even in the first inning. Moves in a real bull will make this look like an underwhelming Tuesday. So he's saying has the potential to go hundreds of millions, although this one's not my strongest pick out of the 5. It is a very interesting narrative to have popped back up when a lot of people have been sleeping on it. Which takes us to token number 4, guys. I don't know if you know this logo through the blur here, but it's at a $52 million market cap, and that is Taobot. And their Twitter is actually a really strong looking Twitter. They only have 11,000 followers, but I really like the look of it. I really like the design and tweak and aesthetic of their tweets, if that means anything to you. It means a lot to me, but I know, sometimes that's all you need to pump to $1 billion, and other times it means absolutely nothing. But they are making the Bittensor ecosystem your playground with Taobot. They are a DEX on top of the Bittensor ecosystem. Now, what is Bittensor? Bittensor is the #1 AI token. You can see when you come to CoinMarketCap and you sort by categories AI, it's automatically sorted by market cap, a $4 billion market cap here. They are the big dogs in the game. There's no one even close to them. I mean, maybe they're sort of close, but Near's at $3 billion, Internet Computer's at $3 billion, and then everything else is like half of their market cap and below in the AI realm. And Becker says that the best little brother higher multiple trade to Tau, Bittensor, the one I just showed you, is Taobot, the DEX built on top of it. And if we go check Elio Trades holds again, you can see he's also holding Taobot out of his, that's probably 25 to 30 tokens. Now we do learn a little bit more on Alex Becker's view on Taobot from this tweet right here. Wiz says, watch Taobot, likely to perform good as Tau will be the biggest AI project crypto has ever seen. It already is. Tech is good. I like the idea of Tau as the next reserve currency. The Bitcoin of AI, Taobot will follow. This is the narrative, the little brother narrative. And Becker put numbers to this. He says it will do a 3x for every Tau 2x. So he thinks it's basically like an index fund of Taobot, but with a 50% extra leverage, which of course, again, likely means if market sentiment turns, it's going to lose you an extra 50% for every 2x Tau goes down. Taobot will go down 3x. Now, a couple of things to note here. It has been a really strong performer, going from 8 cents all the way up to 50 cents over the last couple of months. And Alex Becker, guys, has a massive bag of this. I don't know if you view that as a good or bad thing. You have to make your own decision on that, but it's very, very close to a 7-figure bag, which means if he sells, the price is going to dump and he's never going to mention it again and you're not going to get out, but he may be more incentivized to promote it more because he has such a large bag. So if he can get another 2x out of it, he's making almost 7 figures. Now, if you're looking at some of these graphs and you're like, oh, it does sort of feel like I missed out. Well, our inner circle are detecting these tokens early because we follow the wallets, the socials, and the portfolios of the top traders in the world, and will send you alerts when someone like Elio Trades goes and follows new projects. And these alerts are critical to have when market sentiment is good like it is right now, because you can see even our video is pumping market caps 50 to 100%. So let alone Elio or Alex Becker throwing their weight behind a project, you're going to do extremely well. And like I said in yesterday's video, there are a lot of new tokens that are not yet announced yet that Alex Becker is currently shaking hands with and doing partnerships deals with for a large percent of their supply. And these tokens are likely to pump higher than any of the other tokens that he's currently holding because the market sentiment is strong, and therefore they're going to pump into a stronger sentiment, and the bars for how high they go are just going to be higher and higher. Just like we saw the XAI companion go to a 60 mil market cap in 72 hours, where that would have been absolutely unheard of just 2 months ago. Because what we do by reverse engineering people like Alex Becker's wallet, Elio Trades' wallet, CryptoGo John's social media, is we can see exactly what these best traders and influencers are doing the moment they do it, and not 2 days later when the price has already pumped 10x, because we want you to be able to move up the news cycle. When you hear the new narrative, you do not want to hear it last, because you could hear the best narrative in the world, like this is the next Dogecoin, but if you hear it at the top, you're going to lose 90% of your money. If you hear it in the 100x zone where all these influencers and KOLs and best traders are hanging out and trading information and even making the cabals that will pump these tokens, well, then you're going to perform, of course, a lot better. And these tools allowed us to get into tokens like OXO extremely early. And a lot of times, especially recently, we are getting in before even Alex Becker. At OXO, we got in at about 4 cents, where Alex Becker actually waited till it was about 18 cents before he got into the project. And of course, this allows us to get into these tiny microcap meme coins. This was back, I believe, in January when Becker got into Cheyenne. We caught the tweet reply that only a few thousand people caught, sent it to our inner circle, and did a 13x in just 2 days. And especially in these market conditions, these notifications are critical. You can see Mantis talking about receiving a notification of a buy at a $600,000 market cap. He got in at about 1.7 and it pushed within a couple of hours to a $2.6 million market cap. If you're interested in joining and getting access to the wallets and portfolios and movements of all these top KOLs that you see up here and getting the wallet tracker, come and choose what tier is best for you. And know, guys, that this is a very flexible software and we're constantly adding new people. Like Crashes Clay is a massive person who I've got my eyes on and are doing more and more research to see what his next play is going to be, because he hit every single one of his calls. 8 of his last 9 crypto calls have done over a 100x return. So if you're in the inner circle and know people who are absolutely smashing it like Crashes Clay, we will go reverse engineer their wallets and add them to the tracker so we can all profit. And lastly, Alex Becker says, $3,500 ETH appears imminent. Thus, my meme coin is imminent. He's launching his very own meme coin. We will not be launching exactly at 3,500 ETH. We will complete all the allocation contests. These allocation contests, Becker is saying, is going to be worth about $10,000 to $100,000 per allocation. And inside our inner circle, we have group chats and spreadsheets all trying to break down these allocations so we can get on those allocations and then make a lot of money when Becker launches his meme coin, if it does really well. Then we do the whitelist for the drop and then drop it squeaky clean and organized. He's going to take absolutely zero for it, and you want to like and interact with his posts for cool points. So if you want to get an edge on Alex Becker's meme hunt and access to all the wallets, portfolios, and socials of all the best traders in the world, the link to the inner circle is in the description below. We'd love to see you in there. And that leaves us with our final degenerate Alex Becker play of a $2 million market cap. Let me please get through this whole section before you go out and buy it, because it comes with a lot of caveats and it's a really low market cap, so it can do crazy things and people can lose money if they don't understand this. So let's jump in. So this token, guys, honestly perplexes me. And let me be transparent. I actually don't hold any of this token because it's a little bit suspicious. It looks like way too much upside. And I'm like, I must be missing something. And so I'm actually not even going to buy any, because also it's really hard to sell because it might pump really hard and I can't get out because I've talked about it on video and then you guys have bought it and I don't want to sell on you guys. So I'm sitting out this round, but it is weirdly suspiciously low, almost to the point where you have to make a decision. It's like, are we missing information, or do you know information? Put in the comments below. TonStation on Twitter has 1.1 million followers, and they say Mr. Soon, which is the ticker symbol meme, will take over the world premium Telegram game distribution platform. Now, not just that, on this release that they had when Ton launched, which is back in 2024, you can see in their team and financing section, they said the platform works closely with well-known industry partners such as Crypto Banter, Alex Becker, and Ilya Trades, who bring rich resources and expertise to further enhance TonStation's influence in the global Web3 gaming field. So it's in the crypto gaming field. 1.1 million followers. It's got literally probably 3 out of the 5 biggest crypto KOLs attached to it. Even when you come into not Alex Becker, this is Alex Becker's got it as well. He's affiliated. But Ilya Trades, you can see TonStation is right here under Sidus and Senate, one of his 25. Now, not only that, but on Twitter, there has been bull posts from both of them. Ilya Trades says, all the issues you have with crypto are solved by a single hit video game. One crypto game, because the gaming narrative is a little bit quiet right now, especially with AI being way hotter. But Ilya Trades is saying gaming has real utility. There's a lot of games out there that make billions of dollars, and there's billions of dollars in play for just one game that takes off. The future could not be more obvious. Stash says it's going to be off the grid, which is a very strong chance of being the one that absolutely takes off. Now, Ilya Trades does something very interesting. He responds with, it could be off the grid, it could be super champs, or it could be TonStation. Hardcore, midcore, and casual. There will be many others, but he's listed TonStation as a top 3 contender for being the one single hit video game that billions of dollars will flow to. And this is not it. He tweeted here, TonStation just hit the #1 game on Ton, which is the Telegram network. He said, holy crap. And when he tweeted this was, again, back in 2024. This is not a brand new token. TonStation was the #1 most downloaded game. Telegram's fastest growing game store. Well, it's a game store, sorry, not a game. And then where does Becker fit into all this? Well, he was listed in the release. He put it on his disclosures, but also back in January 1, 2025, someone said, Bean, his name is, was soon not yours. Now, soon was TonStation's old ticker symbol. Why did MEXC say it was in collaboration with Alex Becker? Alex Becker replied, I'm working with soon. I just haven't announced it yet, but I like the project. And so we don't know if deals fell through. We don't know what happened, but we know that the Ton market cap is absolutely tiny. Now, this bump is kind of crazy here as well. And this is why there's suspicious, weird things going on. But it's at a $2 million market cap. But it's listed on disclosures for both Alex Becker and Ilya Trades. Once again, I'm not touching this, but I thought I'd present you with the information that I could find so you could make your own decision for yourself. If you enjoyed these videos, hit subscribe. We've got so many powerful videos coming this week for you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.